If it swims, he seeks it. If it exists, he will find it. And if it's possible, he'll catch it. Simply Fishing and host Bob Mehsikomer are on a quest to expand your fishing horizons on every episode. Brought to you by Yamaha. Reliability starts here. Beckman, North America's trusted name in nets. Klein Nissan, your Nissan dealer with a global perspective. M&G by Lindy, now with the Buckaboo. Pose, makers of the original Giant Jackpot and Awaker. Ranger Boats, still building legends one at a time. Angler's Edge Plus, fishing on the edge of technology. And by Western Filament's Tough Lines, when only the toughest will do.
Oh, big smallmouth just came up right there. I just watched it. Right there. It just come right up out of... There's a 5-pound smallmouth right there.
Let's get him. Oh, that's a nice fish.
And there's another one that came up. You get her?
Oh no, I'm hung.
Okay,
Well,
hang tight.
I'm loose.
Get her loose?
Yeah.
Look at this.
Oh, nice fish. Bob.
There's a 5-pound smallmouth right here.
Yeah. Anything with him?
I don't know. Oh, this is over 5.
Oh, beautiful fish.
Oh, that's over 5. I got to get us off the reef though. That is over 5.
Well, that's what we're here for right there.
Oh, come on off the reef. There we go. Holy smokes, Rocky. That is a giant smallmouth, folks.
Isn't that pretty?
That is a giant, giant fish. And that's only the second fish we put in the boat. Folks, don't go anywhere. If you think this is the only big fish we got coming, I got another news for you. Dale Richardson and I are at Eagle Lake, and we're gonna catch some giant smallmouth just like this. Yes!
Beautiful fish, Bob. Isn't that nice?
That one back there?
Yeah. I gave up on him. Of course, if I'd have really been serious about him, I'd have thrown my tube back after him, but I don't need to catch him that bad.
Oh, there we go. Fish. Nice
Oh,
fish.
man.
Nice fish.
Oh.
Nice fish.
Oh, that was a beautiful strike. Oh, yes, yes.
Here's another 5.
Yeah.
Be careful there.
Yeah. Well, this guy's got.
There you go. Get
There we go. Oh, yeah.
Nice fish.
Well, he's got a face full of hooks, too. Oh, he wasn't coming off. Oh, look at that beautiful fish. You get to
Gorgeous,
go-
aren't they?
Yes, they are. There you go, buddy. See you next year. Ah.
You know, folks, you're going to hear this more than
Gorgeous,
once
gorgeous.
this season
That was
because since I've discovered the Angler's Edge Plus, I've been totally amazed. It's not the answer to all problems concerning you catching fish. However, applying reasonable techniques during predicted periods will assist in you catching more fish. To know when, simply resort to the information detailed on your Angler's Edge Plus as we did. In review of our situation, you'll note there was a predicted activity period about 3 p.m. And because the Angler's Edge takes into account your exact location and barometric condition, you won't be caught trying to calculate the variables. Trust as we do in the Angler's Edge
I
Plus.
have to go around this if I can. Come on. You're still there. Yeah, she's still there. I can feel her down there. Oh, there she goes.
There she goes. There she goes.
Come on, girl.
Well, she knows what to do with those weeds, doesn't she?
Boy, isn't that a fact? And you're right, this is a 5-pound fish. Well, it's 4 plus anyway. Oh man, she's mad. Oh yeah.
That is a nice fish.
Yes.
I think that's a little nicer than 4.
Yeah, it's 5 pound smallmouth.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. We're gonna slap some fish.
I know it.
We'll just keep working our way right up around this thing.
It's time for me to change to that blue and chrome topwater.
Get your chugger out, man.
Yeah, here we go.
Let's get her back. There you go, baby. What we got here, folks, is a huge, huge rock reef coming out. We've got boulders out there about, there you go. Oh, you lost her.
Oh, missed him. Well, that was sweet. There he is.
There he is.
Look at that. He still missed it. He's tried twice now. He didn't even touch it either time.
Oh, that one did.
Oh, all right.
Little guy out here on the outside edge. But this reef we're fishing here, folks, is it's actually a point, I guess, if you were being accurate. And there's a huge boulder pile that's associated with it beneath us. And what we've got is 2 different types of characteristic rocks. We have round rock, which is what we're throwing up on top of. And then out here on the outside edge, on the perimeter, is the actual shield rock, the Canadian shield, if you would, that's basically keeping us from going in there. But it's allowing these fish to come up here. These males and females are roaming around on top of this flats in here. And because the light has gone down on us, it's still early in the day, but the cloud covers come in. Fish will start to roam. They'll get off their structure a little bit. They won't be so glued, if you will. And that's what we're trying to do, find a 6 pound fish on topwater. Throw right, I was gonna say throw right into, oh, there we go.
All right.
I was gonna say throw right into the heart of that thing there. Come here, baby. I want you to go back in there and tell your great-great-great-grandmother that we're here, okay? You understand? Okay? That's all you have to do. Just go in there and tell her some big guy is up here with a lure that you might be interested in. The beauty of that chugger is it sits in their face. Oh, little guy.
Oh, look at that! Oh, that's...
You know, I thought this was a 1 pound fish.
Oh, that is... Oh. Yeah.
Oh, you better get your bait in there, brother. I thought this was a 1 pound. I thought this was a 1 pound fish. Let me tell you. No more.
Well, there's that 3.5 or 4 pound there. Just a little one, huh?
Yeah, I thought it was a 1 pound fish when she hit it. Oh yeah, it's easy 3.5.
Yeah. Oh, and they're so pretty. Oh
gorgeous.
man, it's a nice looking fish.
My thumb, and so is yours, gonna be torn up.
You know, this little super lightweight McDonough rig here. Very different thing to fish. It's you can never feel it on the bottom.
Yeah.
Unless it's just extremely gravelly.
Yeah.
You got to go extremely slow, and but it's just a line watching kind of bait, and most of the time when I pick up something on it, it's because I see the line twitch just a little bit, or you don't even feel it. There you go. Oh, there it is, Bob. There it is.
There, girl. Come here. Boy, to say this is a variety of fish, a variety of styles of catching them is an understatement. But that fish right there was on a tube. We've caught them here on topwater, tubes, crankbaits. It is what it is. See how lit up he got just with my hands?
Oh yeah.
I mean, these fish are so chameleon-like. People don't realize that. If you catch a really big smallmouth, it's really kind of an interesting deal. If you catch a super big smallmouth and you've got an adequate live well, and you throw that fish in the live well for just a few minutes, you take it out of there, that fish will be so brilliantly lit, it's unbelievable. They will have bars on them like no tomorrow in that dark live well. That fish, when it came out of the water, had almost no marks on it at all. And instantly in front of us, you could start to see them develop. But we are literally going around structures, folks, time after time. You'll notice that we're in jackets now. Reason being is instead of being 85 degrees, it's 65 degrees. And although it hasn't really affected our water temperature dramatically, we have 69.2 as opposed to the 72 degree water we had. It is a change, and we are constantly just working around these, slowly probing every crevice. You heard Dale talking about that French fry he was using. What he's using is a real small, here I'll show you the weight he's using. This is a weight. He's using a much smaller version of this, but it would look like a typical bullet weight. It's made by Water Gremlin. The difference is you'll be able to squeeze this thing together on your line, and if you want to take it off and change to a different weight class, you can do it instantly. He's using it on a soft plastic called a French fry. Let's take a look at the one you're using. Very, very, very small and a very subtle presentation. Whereas on the other hand, I'm throwing just a regular old tube on a jig. You could use a Lindy Max Gap jig. I'm happy to be using, on this particular case, because I want a real long hook on this long tube, I'm using a regular standard mushroom head that Pete Davids makes for me. But it's a nice combination, but you have to be prepared to work every crevice when these fish go down. These fish are not on by any stretch of the imagination. Not at all. Will take us right back into the wind, and we'll work our way back up there. You'll be able to work that lure much, much more effectively going into the wind because it can slow the boat down.
Yeah.
And if you would, grab me another one of your green tubes, please.
Okay.
Oftentimes with soft plastics, you'll find yourself replacing your tubes quite often if you're on the bite. And you're not going to believe this, folks, for whatever it's worth, but I left the office with all my tubes sitting on the table. Not a good place for them.
Have you ever used those, you know, the football head jigs?
Yeah, roller jigs?
Yeah, roller jigs in this kind of situation.
No, you'd lock every one of them
Yeah,
up.
I was just wondering that with the split rock and all the crevices, I don't think that'd do you much good, but I was curious if you'd used any in this situation.
Nope, you'd lose every one of them. This one here's staying too. I got it. That roller would lock in there so soundly that, boy, it just destroyed that jig head.
Yeah.
Just that quick, man. When you
Plus,
come,
you know,
when you come here, bring yourself about 1,000 jigs. And don't forget your tubes.
yeah, that's right. Or Or invite somebody that has a box full to come along with you.
On this episode, we have been demonstrating productive smallmouth techniques during early June, that being early June in Canada. Our morning air temps started by falling from 60 to 51 by week's end. Our highs ranged from day 1 at 72.1 to day 5 at 65. Our water temps would of course follow suit, ranging from day 1 at 59 to 72.1, falling until day 5 when we could barely muster 69 during midday. Not exactly what you're looking for. Because barometric pressure is an ever-changing element, it would be impossible to relay every change. Therefore, I will highlight only the trends. Keeping in mind, if you were in possession of your own angler's edge, you could monitor this element constantly, review it, and possibly succeed merely with this crucial information. However, as bad as conditions were, we still had confidence. We had access to projected feeding periods based on a complex mathematical algorithm that allowed the angler's edge to adjust for some localized conditions and allow us smarter fishing periods. Witness the periods predicted by the angler's edge that resulted in our succeeding during a dreaded severe cold front. You be the judge. Our results, we hope, will speak for themselves. I only hope you will take from our experiences the fact that there is value in technology such as the Angler's Edge Plus, especially when you have so few opportunities to experience Century Lodge or any of these incredible resources we call lakes and rivers in North America.
How close you want to fish it?
It's up to you.
We got 4'8" right here. I'll turn the boat. Ready?
This will work, yeah, sure.
Okay. There's a fish on this right now. Oh, it was pulling line. No hook. You come through that smaller tube, you probably catch this fish, whatever it is.
That was my plan.
I haven't felt any like, you know, got hooks in your resistance.
Uh-huh.
You know what these bass are hitting out here? Watch these mayflies. See them?
Yeah. See, there's one out. See him working the outside over there?
Mm-hmm. Something just blew up way down there.
Smallie, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, that's a nice fish.
Oh, yes. What a way to close it, huh?
Oh, yes.
Nice quiet night, little warming trend, little topwater action. It ain't a monster, but it is what it is. The last fish of the trip, right here. Come here, girl. Maybe I should say thanks to Rich and Kay and everybody back at the lodge while we're fighting this thing. Come here, baby. Come on. Come on. And I know that they would really welcome you folks to come on up here and try a little bit of this smallmouth action. Whether it's topwater, jigs, crankbaits, you name it, Dale and I have had the experience of being able to catch these fish right here at Century Lodge on Osbourne Bay. Look at this girl, come on. What a way to do it, huh? Boy, oh boy. Yes, indeed. I'm serious, folks, when I say, hey, it don't get any better than this. It ain't the biggest girl we caught, but we did show you some big fish, and hopefully we showed you some new techniques, or at least introduced you a little bit of the variety of fishing that has to. Look at this fish colorize itself right now. She's changing colors literally in my hands right now. See how barred she's gotten? That's because she's out of her element. Her light's changing, her eyes are sensing that and changing her body. I'm gonna get her back. Remember, practice CPR, catch, phone, and release. If future fishing is in your hands, and do it right here at Century Lodge in Osbourne Bay. Dale, did you have a good time?
Easily the best smallmouth experience of my life.
Folks, with that being said, you stay tuned. We'll see you next week with more Simply Fishing. Dale was with me next week. Who's going to be with me next week? You tune in and find out. I can tell you this, we're going to hunt for big fish someplace in, well, you know, it used to be North America, but now we do Brazil, peacocks. It might not be North America anymore. Boy, she ate right on the end of that thing, didn't she? She ate right on the end of it.